All right, so this is the start of the pre-algebra lesson. So when you look on Google Classroom, you're gonna see your notes are all together, okay? And it's either 3 or 4 lessons depending on the week, okay? So you're gonna have notes for 3 or 4 lessons. Your videos are going to be split into individual videos. So there'll be 3 or 4 short videos, and I'll try to label which is which, but you'll be able to tell in the beginning of the video, okay? So today there are 4 videos. We're starting with 1.1, okay? In 1.1, we are looking at evaluating expressions. Okay, so the first thing is, what is a numerical expression? Right? Okay, so in math, a numerical expression is a combination of mathematical terms that names a number. Okay, so examples, right? Something like 9 plus 6, or 15 minus 7, or 17 minus, then we're going to put in some parentheses here, 8 plus 3. Okay, numerical means number. Expression is just the collection of those. So numerical expression is simply numbers and operations. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay? And it contains numbers. That's it. So in order to evaluate a numerical expression, you must find the number that the expression names. Okay? So like 9 plus 6. Okay? If we're evaluating this, it really just means perform the operations. So what number does 9 plus 6 name? Well, 9, and then you add 6. It names 15. So you evaluated this expression. You figured out what it was equal to. Okay? So there's not much to show if this was in your homework. You wrote the problem. You wrote what it was equal to. Okay? You don't need to show me how you added 9 plus 6. It's fine just like this, but I want to see the problem, not just your answer. Okay. The next one, right? 15 minus 7. We're looking to see what that names, okay? Well, numbers and an operation, so just figure out what 15 taking 7 away is. It gives you 8. So we evaluated the expression, okay? In this very first lesson, your expressions are just going to contain addition and subtraction. There's not going to be anything different for you, okay? It's the only operations we have, okay? So when you only have addition and subtraction, you work from left to right. Okay, it's the only operations you have. When we add in other operations, that'll change a little bit. But with just addition and subtraction, you're working just from the left to the right. If an expression contains parentheses, like we see here, you're going to do that, what is inside first. And then you will do the other operations, okay? So if I look at that expression, we have 17 minus our parentheses 8 plus 3. Okay, yes, it is only addition and subtraction. So we're not going to just work straight left to right because we have parentheses. So what it tells us is we're going to take what's inside the parentheses and do that first. So we're going to take 17 and subtract Well, what is 8 plus 3? 8 plus 3 is 11. So we're going to do 17 minus 11, and then that's going to give us 6. So we evaluated that expression, did our parentheses first, then the subtraction. Okay? All right. In math, right, you guys end up seeing all of these letters, and that's where people start getting confused. So we have something called a variable, okay? And all a variable is, it's a letter, okay? But it's a letter that represents a number. Okay? When you take your expressions now and you put in a variable, it turns into an algebraic expression. Still doesn't have an equal sign, okay? But it's got your combination of math terms that now contain at least one variable. Okay, so it's like the ones that we just saw, but instead of just being numbers, it's going to have a letter in it, okay? So something like 17 minus x. Still a number, still an operation, but now you have that variable, okay? That's your letter. If you don't know what that letter is equal to, you can't do anything with this yet, okay? So in order to evaluate an algebraic expression, you need to first replace the variable with a number. And oftentimes they'll tell you, they'll say, evaluate the expression when x equals blank, and then tell you what x equals. Okay, so for example, it says here is x minus 8 plus 5. We want to evaluate, which means name this number. Tell me what this number is. So we're going to evaluate it when x equals 19. Okay, so the very first thing you need to do is wherever you see an x in your expression, you're going to put in a 19. Okay, so this is then going to become 19 minus 8 plus 5. Now that it's numbers, we can do what we did on the last problems. Okay, well 19 minus 8 is in parentheses, so we're going to do that first. And 19 minus 8 is 11. And then 11 plus 5 is 16. So when you're doing homework, this is kind of what I would like to see. You don't need to write all of this out, okay? Write the original problem, then plug your number in, and then perform your indicated operations, okay? All right, one more, and then that's 1.1. So sometimes your algebraic expression is going to contain more than one variable. The steps are still the same, okay? You still put in the value for the variables and then perform the operations, right? So we have a plus b in parentheses minus b plus c, right? It's all variables, there are no numbers. But then if we're told a is 9, b is 6, and c is 2, it's going to turn into something we can do. So we're going to take these numbers and plug them in where they go. All right, I'm just going to write everything without numbers yet. All right, so here's an a. When we look over here, it tells us a is 9. So I'm going to do 9 in place for a. Then I I have a b, but b is 6, so 9 plus 6. And then I keep going and I see another b, so I'm going to put in another 6. And then I have a c right here, but c is 2. So I'm going to put in a 2 for c. So I end up with 9 plus 6 in parentheses, minus, in parentheses, 6 plus 2. Okay, so I do what's in parentheses first. 9 plus 6 is 15. We have another set of parentheses, so I'm going to do that operation, which is 6 plus 2, which is 8. And then last, I'm just left with 15, because that's what I got from this set of parentheses, minus 8, because that's what I got from my second set of parentheses. And 15 minus 8 is 7. I have now evaluated the expression with the values of the variables that I was given. Okay, and that is 1.1.